Good morning, guys. Good to see you again. Just give me a moment. Let me get myself organized for the vegetables for today. We have gajar matar aloo today. Matar, I can't be bothered to shell them, so frozen peas. And luckily, this is one a dish that both my sons eat. Simple seasonal food, guys. You heard that saying, simple living and high thinking. Well, we guys practice simple living and no thinking. Works for us. Okay, so last time I told you guys about this lightning flash experience of mine, how it changed my life. But before that, just bear with me. Let's get some basics clear. Basics about the world that we live in and our universe. So, first of all of us are going to mentally switch off. Shut out all that noise and mental clutter of your personal life in the office or home, wherever you happen to be sitting. And let's just imagine we step out and float up in the air. All of us are floating up in the air, higher and higher and higher, right up to outer space and the universe beyond. And let us simply observe. What do we see? This planet Earth, third one from the sun, suspended in space, along with the other planets, moon, asteroids, etc., in our solar system, all revolving around the sun. And of course, beyond that, we've got all those glittering stars, galaxies, in our cosmic universe, billions of miles away. Let us focus on our planet, Earth. It is slowly rotating around its own axis. Once every 24 hours, that's how we get day and night. At the same time, it's also slowly orbiting around the sun, and it takes 365 days or 1 year to complete the entire orbit. That's how we get our seasons: summer, winter, spring, autumn. Now, you and I, hopefully, we are an intelligent species, but we are going to be skeptical and demand clear, logical explanation before we expect anything. Okay? Now we know this, that the sun is stationary in our solar system and gives us heat and light. Even the children know this. In fact, in Delhi these days, more heat than we want. Right, guys? Now, this vast energy of heat and light is what sustains our life on the planet. All life, species, animals, birds, fish, and of course plant life. The plant life gets this essential oxygen and carbon dioxide through the process of photosynthesis, which maintains that ecological balance, which is essential for survival of all life on Earth. Now, I don't know how many of you are aware that the Earth is inclined at an angle of 23.5 degrees. Raise your hand. Anyone? I, of course, know this because I'm an ex-navigator. So this precise angle of 23.5 degrees is what gives us our seasons: summer, winter, autumn, spring. And these seasons, they trigger the weather patterns which are required to ensure a regular cycle of water, regeneration of our soil. That's how we grow our crops and fruit, etc. Okay. Enough of this lesson in navigation science. However, before we move on, one thing is absolutely clear. There is a system in the universe which is making the sun shine, day in and day out. It is maintaining the planetary orbits of all the planets and maintaining the balance of life on our Earth. A system which is consistent 24/7, mathematically precise in measurement of time and scale, and intelligent. All the elements are working harmoniously together, and positive. It helps to sustain all life on our planet from the source of heat and light. And because of this system, there is a perpetual and essential exchange or interchange of energies, physical, chemical, biological, between all life forms. So in a sense, we're all connected to each other through these energies on a perceptible plane as well as on a deeper subconscious level. If you want another example of this system, consider your own body. Millions and millions of cells, each performing thousands of functions, with all the organs, bones, tissues working together in perfect synchronicity, 24/7 on auto mode. I mean, it's without our active involvement. It's all automatic. It's like a automated factory. So now we, being skeptical creatures, have accepted that there is a system which is positive and helping in nature. That's logical, right? It's a fair system to all species on the planet. Otherwise, it would have collapsed a long time back. It wouldn't have stood the test of time. And this system has governed our planet and all other planets in our system, as well as all the galaxies. It's logical to assume that. Now, finally, since this system is not a series of random illogical events or actions, it is again logical and perfectly reasonable to conclude that someone or some force is running and maintaining this universal system. Okay, fair enough. Let's leave it at that. Now let's get back to our lives. Let's get back to our planet. I want to ask you a simple question. We know from scientific data and archaeological mapping techniques that our planet Earth is about 4 billion, that's billion, 4 billion years old. And life in its very basic and earliest form actually began almost 1 billion years ago. Okay, Earth is 4 billion, basic life began 1 billion years ago. But the first human, or the Homo sapien as it's called, modern day human, was born less than 300,000 years ago. Why? Yeah, guys, why? It's a simple question. What was the need to introduce our species to the planet? I mean, after all, animals, birds, fish, etc. already existed for millions and millions of years, each conforming to their own cycle of life. Why introduce a creature like the human, equipped with a superior functioning brain, of free will, armed with a flexible our limbs, our hands, that we can with a brain invent tools and weapons which had the potential to disrupt the natural order? Was this a natural progression of evolution of the human being? Why the missing link? Was it a random occurrence? Or was it something deliberately triggered by the governing forces of the universe, or the governing force, or that person, if there is a person? Think about it. We'll come back to that later. Okay, guys, I'm going to start cutting my vegetables. So I'm going to give you that magic remote that I promised you for that incredible lightning flash next time, because I'm running late. I have to go and pick up my younger son Gaurav from school. After 6 hours of school, he's trying to get back. So I don't want him waiting for me in this scorching heat. So excuse me, guys. We'll see you next time. Stick around. Adios. Ciao. And we'll catch up. And hey, to get to know each other better, I'd like to hear from you. So please do leave me your comments, likes, hopefully. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also reach me through my Facebook link that will be mentioned in the description below each video, as well as in the About section of the YouTube channel. Adios.